Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is XA King 100 again on another gold analysis video for you. I'm sorry for the noise on the background because it is raining heavily at the place I am currently, but I have to do it. I have to do this analysis because we have only 30 minutes more for market to open, right? So quick candlesticks analysis approach only, the way I have been doing it. So I am here to analyze gold for next week, right? So on the monthly time frame, top down analysis, on the monthly time frame, we set from the previous analysis based on the pattern that is drawn for us on the monthly time frame. We are expecting a bullish candle for the month of May. However, when the month started, price was giving us bearish price action based on arrangement of candlesticks on the lower time frame to the monthly time frame. So based on that, we cannot just make a decision on the monthly time frame alone. So we have to use top-down analysis and go for the weekly time frame, analyze on the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, and the H4 time frame to know what price is about to do for next week. So let's go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we have a bearish pattern right here. There's an inverse hammer, a deceptive inverse hammer at the top of an uptrend, a very small uptrend over here. However, we are having a full bearish trend just by looking at this particular candlestick arrangement, a full bearish trend. However, based on a few principles, when we zoom out, you'll actually see that price is actually following a certain principle. It is obeying a certain principle. However, based on candlesticks analysis approach only, we have a bearish pattern here for us to use, right? So on the weekly time frame, we have a bearish pattern, but on the monthly time frame, we have a bullish pattern, right? Even though we are seeing a bearish candle draw for the month has not yet ended, right? So now on the weekly time frame, we said we are bearish, and on the monthly time frame, we see we are bullish. So we having a bullish pattern, and on the weekly time frame, we are having a bearish pattern. On the daily time frame, we are having a bearish pattern right here, right? We are having a bearish pattern because of this candlestick. This a very large bearish engulfing candle, right? However, this is under large body dodges, right? Large body dodges. So even though it is a bearish engulfing candle, it is also under deceptive candles. It is also under candlesticks that are also deceptive. However, we should put this at the back of mind that on the daily time frame, we are having a bearish pattern draw for us on the daily time frame. So on the H4 time frame, the H4 is not really that necessary, but it is also very, very important when it comes to a few confirmations. So now on the H4 time frame, we are also having another bearish pattern. There is a large body doji at the top of this small uptrend over here. So based on that, we are expecting a bearish price action on the H4 time frame. Now, mind you, this is candlesticks analysis approach only, right? So you cannot also use candlesticks analysis approach only to make a decision when it comes to entry, right? However, it is going to give you a fair idea of what is happening, so you can know which principle to use exactly. So now let's go from the top from the top to the H4 time frame again, so that we establish a fact, right? So on the monthly time frame, we are bullish. On the H4 time frame, on the monthly time frame, we are bullish. On the weekly time frame, we are bearish, right? We are bearish. On the daily time frame, we are bearish, and on the H4 time, we are bearish. So these are three time frames that are in agreement towards one direction, right? Except for the monthly time frame. However, what did we say? I did a video that I took down, and that video was explaining why the monthly time frame is very, very important when it comes to thumbnail analysis. So if you missed it, probably you should be following my analysis. I'll one day release the gist, but now we are having a type of agreement, and then we are also having a disagreement as well. So based on that, we'll have to settle for cheat code. So cheat codes under Candlesticks Analysis approach only, there will be a little bit of disagreement with the bearish majority. So the bearish majority will be disrespected based on candlestick cheat codes, right? So based on this particular candlestick, the cheat code for this bearish candlestick over here signifies that we will have to go to the upside. Now, using other principles as well, I'll just check for you to know that so even if I want to check, I have to start from here. So here is really, really vague, right? Here is really, really vague, and here is quite a little bit clear. But you cannot just, when market opens, you cannot just stand up and then make entry, because price is because of market open stupidities, especially when gaps are created during market open. So you will have to watch out for that. But one thing is clear, that what we are looking for, a bullish candle for this particular week, right? We are looking for it to have a very strong bullish candle towards the upside. Now the question is, will it be instant execution towards the upside? I really, really doubt. So we should wait to see if there is going to be a very strong gap towards the downside, so that we capitalize on it and then go back. If there is no gap to, it is also self-explained here, looking at a few things from here as well. So the expectation is that price should actually move towards the upside, right? But there will be a little bit of disagreement, right, towards that particular decision, meaning there will be some form of deceptive rejections of the bearish or of the bearish trend, and a deceptive rejection of the bullish trend as well, before the move towards the upside. And mind you, we are not looking for only today's candle to give us a bullish candle. No, we are looking for a bullish trend for the week. So understand, today, which is when market opens, when market opens, Monday's candle can just be a doji, right? So you should not be so hooked at price giving us a bullish candle straightforward, but just know that that is what price wants to do, to give us a bullish trend. So when market opens, there should be a gap, there should be something around here that will give us a bearish move a little before the move to the upside. However, if that doesn't happen to just know that you will have to look for a bullish trend for next week. For next week, yes, for next week, yeah. Even if we are supposed to go bearish for the week, still starting from Monday, there should be a bullish trend up until price rejects the bullishness towards the downside. So that is basically all I have to say. We are still looking for a bullish trend for next week. We are still looking for next week. Yeah, so basically that is that. As to whether it is going to give us an instant execution trade towards the upside, that I cannot fully give you a guarantee for that, right? I cannot, give you a sure answer, but with all sincerity, instant execution is imminent, right? Well, that is all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Yeah, you can have a cushion for that. Try an instant execution entry. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it is normal. It is normal because I am not going in on an advanced explanation. It is just candlesticks analysis approach only. Thank you very much. We're expecting a bullish candle for 2 or 3 days into the week before any form of rejection. But however, based on the type of agreement of candlesticks that we are seeing so far, I cannot fully tell you that what price is going to reject the bullishness and begin to give us a bearish trend by the end of the week. I cannot really guarantee that. So yeah, this is XE King 100 again on gold analysis for next week. See you in another analysis videos within the week. Thank you very much.